Hey, how are ya? Noxis Flak here, and today I want to talk about one of my all-time favorite strategy games, Medieval 2: Total War. This was the installment of the Total War franchise that came out in 2006, right after Rome Total War and Barbarian Invasion, and this is my favorite Total War game of all time. For those of you who have not played or have not heard of, this game allows you to select a faction from 1080 AD and play as this medieval kingdom. Each faction, except Milan, has their strengths and weaknesses. Some factions also have a unique unit. Some factions also have access to buildings that others do not. For example, the greatest building in the game, the Merchant Bank, only available when playing as Venice, the Holy Roman Empire, and the game's greatest faction, Milan. This game is quite similar to Rome Total War, as the map covers the same region. The cities have huge tech trees that offer many different things that you can build, and one can really play a peaceful game doing nothing but upgrading buildings and really get lost in the time. And your governors and generals have funny traits that build as they go on, and interesting members of their group that will give them different special abilities. To explain more about this game, I'm going to start a grand campaign as Milan.
St. Ambrose watches over the citizens of Milan, a leader amongst the disparate Italian cities. The toils of its people have set the city apart from Holy Roman Imperial rule. Now it awaits a king who will lead the land to glory. War can be fought on many fronts and in many guises. For Milan to blossom into an empire, it will require the strength and wisdom of a leader who realizes this also.
So welcome to a brand new game as Milan. And there isn't too much to see of the map yet because you'll have to explore. But there are really two ways to play this game.
I will hide until
I call
morning.
the first way the Civilization player way. So you like playing Civ. You want a turn-based country management simulator game, so you picked up Medieval 2 Total War on a Steam sale to see what it was all about. You see that you have governors, they've got some groups of people with them, they have some traits, you can build some military units. Roads, those seem like a really responsible thing to build. Ooh, a market. So your people can buy and sell goods, okay. The relaxing campaign music soothes you as you make sensible and responsible choices like upgrading your farms.
Yes, my lord.
And exploring and sending
Ready to
merchants
trade.
to trade textiles.
Yes, moving.
The Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend all that is holy. His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
Traveling God's set. Very good, my lord.
Welcome to the second way to play this game. The Pope is called a Holy Crusade. We are no longer making sensible, reasonable decisions. We are going to bankrupt our entire country, building more knights and more knights and more knights, Deus Vault, and more ships.
Yes, my lord.
We've completely run out of money. I can't build or buy anything new. My taxes have been raised all the way.
Orders?
I have a huge fighting force, and it's time to join the crusade. Not Deus Vault. Declared war on Egypt in the name of the god. I got more chivalry for declaring war on it. And Peter the Hermit has joined our crusading army. Powerful rabble-rouser. I love these little details.
Holding at what full sail.
We have quite
This
the
is as far
journey
as we go today, my lord.
to
Dropping
Jerusalem.
anchor until morn.
Through the power
Yes, my
of
lord.
YouTube time travel, we
Bless
have
you, Lord.
arrived at
Back
the
on
Holy
dry
Land.
land. Your orders, noble one. God will be with us, men. To battle!
Oh, you get
Without
this.
question, we shall begin
Solano.
the siege.
Rossi.
Besieging forces report, noble one. God will be with us, men. To
All
battle!
right, let's do this. Let's finish this off. Oh, this will be easy. I don't need to do that.
A most honorable victory, my noble lord. God has delivered us this victory.
That is the second way to play Medieval 2 Total War. Obviously, the first thing you have to build is a Christian church, obviously. So that was fun, but there's a problem with the Christian kingdoms. The bureaucracy is stifling. I have to confirm with His Holiness the Pope before engaging in his Lord's most holy crusade. Too soon since last crusade to request another. This is madness. After finally waiting enough time to request another crusade, the Pope has a sectioned list of acceptable cities for crusade. This is so stifling. What if I want to take out the Holy Roman Empire? I gotta wait for them to be excommunicated first? What if there's another city that needs the Lord's judgment more than Algiers? There must be a better way to do these sort of holy wars. Let's try someone from the east.
A once ancient and mighty empire whose queen controlled the hearts of the world's greatest leaders, Egypt has fallen from this former glory. Despite this, the ruling caliph still wields great power and a mighty army. If ever Egypt is to regain the majesty of its past, it will require the likes of a ruler not seen in over 1,000 years.
start this new campaign as Egypt, let's remember it took about 28 turns to get the Pope to approve a crusade on Jerusalem. Let's get our spy over there.
As you will.
Found it. Alright.
I serve the faith.
Wow. Turn 1. That's so much better. There was no bureaucracy. I just picked on the equivalent to one
Salam
priest.
alaikum.
I mean, I can't say what I just
I cannot
started
spread the
because of
prophet's
the
word
YouTube
from
rules,
there.
but that's just better. That's way better. I would highly recommend us playing one of the Eastern factions when playing this game. Medieval 2 Total War is the best city and empire builder game for the religious zealot in your life, on the market today. Only flaw of the game? Lack of backbone. This is turn 1 1080 AD and the game refuses to address who currently controlled the Holy Land and just refuses to address the Eastern Roman Muslim conflict in the region and just says no one owned it. But
God's servant.
then again,
Who is the purveyor of heresy? Heresy.
you do get to burn witches. 10 out of 10. Perfect game. This has been Noxis Flak reviewing Medieval 2 Total War, my favorite Total War game. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? Until next time, this has been Noxis Flak.